Hello YouTube, this is Tyans, and we will be running the Shattered Halls for gold, XP, well, actually just gold. If you want to run this for XP you can. I suggest that you be at least 2 levels higher than the mobs. That's just my perspective, because I find that it's easier, because you still get the experience, but you'll have sort of an advantage over health and gear wise. First off, as you can see, I do have this awesome looking shield, and I got my new transmog. I finally got some shoulders to go with it. It's not the best, but it's okay. I do have some of the screen cut out because I thought it would reduce some of the lag, but we'll see how it goes. So if you're just wondering, it's not the full screen of it, it's just like some taken off. But what you really just need to see is this main screen and my bags for at the end. Well, yeah, let's get right into it. I am prot, so just for the extra damage reduction. Now, what I do when I do instances is I just run straight through, and I just go to the first boss and then I kill them all. Go to the second, run through, go to the second boss, kill them all, and rinse and repeat. So that way I don't pull in just groups, so if I miss a loot, then all of them will be right at the end. Now what I suggest doing is doing a piercing howl every once in a while. If you don't have piercing howl, that's okay, you don't have to, but just to get some of them off you, because in this instance they do an occasional stun, which can get very annoying, but most likely you won't have any problems with it if you're pretty well geared. I'm actually noticing that the more mobs you pull, the greater the chance that you'll die. So if you don't want to use piercing howl in your pots, and just use shield barrier, that should usually take most of the damage off. As you can see, I'm losing a lot of health, so I'm gonna go ahead and kill them. Just do my blade storm. It's just a simple macro that does my blade storm and equips my two-hander for that extra melee weapon damage. And this is the first pull. I was gonna try and make it to there, but the stuns were just knocking down most of my health, so I had to stop. And as you can see, for some reason, I don't know if it's just this instance, but when you do the AoE looting, it takes more than one click. I don't know why, but it just does. And just gonna get these few casters. That's something I really hate about casters, is that they're always like the last ones that just cause me time. And as you can see, I do have a tabard on, so I am getting some reputation. If you want to do, if you're like a paladin, or if you're doing this with some other kind of healing class, you can just run through the whole place, drop down a banner, and just do that, so you can get some extra reputation and experience if you're doing it for that reason. And it also gives you yeah, it just gives you honor too, in case you were like doing battlegrounds, but that's not really important. If you're wondering where I got this, it's the 15% increase from the guild vendor. So yeah, that's where you get it. Also, something I suggest doing, oh yeah, something that I really hate about this place is that area right there is locked. So what you have to do is you have to go around. And when I first did this place, I was like, I actually brought someone to try and unlock it, and he said that you just go through here. So I thought, no, because there's nothing down here. So then when I went down, I fell, and I was like, oh my god, I just got trolled. But then I saw all these mobs over here, and there's pretty well grouped. You don't have to fight them. I don't know anything specific that they drop, but it's just some extra experience if you're doing it for that reason. If you're just doing this for the gold, I don't suggest doing that, because it's just a waste of time. You could just pull them with you if you want to go up here, but it's not really that important. They're probably mostly trash anyway. You have to go up this board and go into here. This place just looks like a giant sewer. And you just go on through here, and then you get to this place. What I do when I go to this place, I just go straight for the boss. I don't worry about all those other things. Now, as you can see, I tagged some other mobs just for the extra rage regeneration. And you just AoE them down, and I focus the boss so that all my strong attacks get hit to him, and all the AoE attacks go to the extra things. Okay, that boss went down. You also can get some greens and blues, obviously from the bosses, and also from some trash mobs. Like as you can see, I just got 2 greens and a blue. They can be good for either regular selling, disenchanting and selling those mats, or just putting them on the auction house as is. I think this place should like have some kind of mob or like a mini boss just right here. Okay, so I'm just gonna go straight ahead, and I forgot that I could just use heroic leap and just go through, but it's really not that helpful because these mobs, they have a hamstring effect, so the heroic leap won't really matter if they get hit, if you get hit by them, and it pretty much stays on you constantly, because once it's off, then usually another one will bring it on you. And we're about to be at the second boss. My health is a lot better this time. I'm gonna do a defensive cooldown just so I can get that. And the blade storm, and here we go. Isn't this like, yeah, okay, and she survived that surprisingly. And as you can see, most of these mobs disappeared. I don't know why they do that. You still get reputation for them and experience, but they disappear. I don't know if that's like just lag, but every time I've done the since they've done that, it might just they might just supposed to do that, but I think it's because of the boss when you clear them, because like some things, they come from the boss. You can pull these side mobs if you want, it doesn't really matter. I'm doing this strictly for time, so I'm not gonna worry about any extra things. And just going ahead through here. Also, if you would like, then you could place down your banners and intervene them or charge certain targets to go a little bit faster, but it's really not that important. Because if you get hit by that slow, it's basically just nothing. Some of these mobs do not do it, obviously, but it's mostly like the big ones that you really have to worry about, because some of them, they do have a stun, like I said. And going to this boss, Blade Storm is still on cooldown because these two are fairly close together, so I'm just gonna AoE them down. I know, Blade Storm is off. Okay, usually it's not off the cooldown by the time I get here, but I guess I just did it faster. So we're gonna go ahead and loot this and kill these extra ones. And almost done. Okay, there we go. And now to the last and final boss. I do notice that my health is getting kind of low, so I'm gonna eat real quick. If you're a healer, you most likely won't have to worry about this. I'm just gonna use some of the trash that I got from the mobs to heal myself, There's no use in bringing potions, or, well, you could bring some mana potions if you want, but I don't really think you should. And while I'm waiting for that, I'm gonna look at some of the loot. I was farming earlier, that's why you see some other stuff in my bags. You got a pretty good amount of blues, not much trash, so that's pretty good. Blues and greens. Okay, my health is back up. That's why I was taking so much damage. I didn't recognize this curse. Usually when I'm doing this, then I'm just doing it like all the mobs, so I really don't. So the damage taken really doesn't matter, because there's a lot of mobs anyway, but since I'm recording this, then I kind of have to watch for that. If you're a warrior, this would probably be like a really good place for you. I know when I was leveling in this place, I'd pretty much do the same thing. I'd just get my healer to heal me as I go and pull through the mobs, and I'll do it in halves. So like I would pull half of it to here, kill it, half of it to here, kill it, half of it to here, kill it, and so on. Bladestorm back up, so we're gonna use this. Now I used Bladestorm 4 times, so that's about 8 minutes, about that much. I'm not completely sure, but this definitely did not take like an hour or 30 minutes. It's fairly short. You could probably get it in around 4 runs an hour. Then I got an achievement. I didn't even know I was doing heroic, but if you do heroic, that's what you get. Didn't recognize that I put it on heroic. I thought it was on regular, but it really didn't make a difference. And you're gonna loot. I don't think there's anything special about this instance. It's just the fact that there's so many mobs, but really they don't drop anything special, so it's not that good. And now I'm gonna show you how much gold I got. I'm not gonna go straight to the my hearth place to do this, because you could just do it from here. I'm gonna use my guild pet if he'll show up. Yeah, for some reason he doesn't show up in instances. I don't know why is that. Okay, so I guess I'm gonna have to go back. So if you just go through this, what I like to do, and some other people might not like this, is those mobs you pulled on the side that you didn't kill, strip all yourself and then just go and let those mobs attack you till you die. Because if you take your armor off, there's no penalty anyway, and that will kind of just make it so you won't have to run all the way back. But you could just run all the way back, but I would suggest just letting them kill you, because it's not really that much of a difference. And here we go, back in the home. I think the way I made the video now actually helped a lot. Okay, so we're just gonna go to cellar, the big door. I have this add-on that sells all my grays. So as you can see, these are all my grays that I got. These are from the last instance, so from here, that's all the newest stuff. Repairs 3 gold, that's not that much. And just gonna sell all the rest of this. If you have anything that could be opened, I would just saving all of them and then just getting someone to open them. I'm selling the cloth. I do not need that at the moment. If you do need them, then obviously just keep that. If you don't, then you can just sell them. And before I started this, I had about 900, I think. So that's about 75 gold. It's not specifically about how much I earned, it's about how fast I got it done. But if you do this instance, you can get a lot of gold. And I'll be doing an next one, so if you like this, then like, comment, and subscribe. And stay tuned. Bye.